Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your friendly neighborhood Blackman Scott back with another video, and for today's video, as you guys can see in the background, is some prodigious balanced PvP. However, this video is not really focused on the match. I'm actually doing a match against my good friend Jordan Isword. If you guys have been around my channel for a while, you will remember him. He used to do ice PvP back in the day. I think he did it before I did. Like way before I did, back in the second age, and like and did YouTube, like YouTube ice PvP, uploaded it, and you know he was one of the ones who it was pretty rare to see an ice PvPer and YouTuber back then in the day. So you know he's actually back and playing, as you can see, and me and him, we just thought we'd have a fun PvP where we just didn't use any shadow magic at all. But unfortunately, the PvP was ruined by what I'm going to talk about in this video. So I'm going to leave a link to Jordan's channel in the description if you guys want to see some good vids. I think he's back uploading on the channel called Mr. Sopsign 2.0. So just a cheeky shout out for my boy. So with that being said and done, it's time to get into the main part of this video, which is basically this new crashing glitch that has been going around the arena, at least that I have seen, for the past couple of days. It's definitely become much more obvious and apparent in the past couple of days. I'm not sure if it's been a problem like the whole year. I mean, the year's pretty young, but it's definitely been, you know, become a problem in 2018, where basically what will happen is the game will just crash. You'll lose connection, and it will just, you will not be able, you'll have to log out of your account and then re-log in to come back. You will not be able to reconnect at all. And I think it is a glitch because essentially, in the background gameplay you guys are watching of my match against my mate Jordan, it happens to me actually. It happens twice in 3 minutes towards the end, and unfortunately, fraps, because there's no Wiz to record because my game has crashed. My screen just goes black, and I don't think it's a connection issue because there was nothing wrong with my internet. Absolutely nothing wrong. I was able to open tabs in Google Chrome. I was able to do a bunch of stuff, and there's nothing wrong. The only thing that was going wrong was the Wizard101 game, and that's why I think it's the game crashing. It is essentially, it will say that your connection is you're losing connection. Like, it will have the usual connection bar next to, you know, on the screen where it goes from like amber, orange, yellow, orange, whatever, to red, and then it will say connection lost. But there will be absolutely nothing wrong with your internet, which is why I think it is a glitch, and it crashes your game, and it ruins the gameplay. You know, me and my mate Jordan were just trying to have a really old school match of using no shadow magic, and actually before this match, me and him made the agreement that if one of us crashes, we'll just stop, because of how frequent it is. So this is actually the only time it's happened to me in PvP. However, I know my mate Jordan actually made a video on this specific subject. I will leave the link in the description, as well as his channel, if you want to check it out and see from another person's perspective. But I know that he said it has happened to people he's faced a couple times, you know, already, and it's happened to him as well. Well, where, you know, your game will crash mid PvP, and you've pretty much lost at that point, because as soon as you crash, it takes a couple minutes to log on, and you know, in that time, especially at max PvP, you'll probably die. So it is definitely a problem that I kind of relate it to the glitch in the third age of PvP, where, if you guys remember, there was a glitch where you can die and you won't actually die. You'll be able to keep picking cards until they hit you again. You won't actually lose the match, which was really weird, and it stopped a lot of people doing PvP. And potentially, if this glitch is not fixed quickly, it could also stop a lot of people doing PvP, which would be a massive shame, because already it's quite difficult to find a match sometimes for me on some of my characters, and you know that it's just added problems which Wiz does not need in its current state at all. But this isn't just a glitch associated with PvP, because it actually happened to me today as well when I was training pets. I was in the pet pavilion, you know, I was not in the arena, and essentially what happened is I lost connection 4 times in the space of an hour, and it was the same kind of thing, same thing that happened to me during this match that you're watching. So essentially what happened was, you know, it starts losing connection, game crashes, you are not able to log back on until you relog. but you're always able to straight away log back onto Wizard101. And whenever I've had actual connection problems in the past, you're never able to straight away log back into the game. You know, you've either got to sort out your internet, or if it's a problem on kingsisle's end, you got to wait till it's done and finished with. So this is not a connection being lost. That's just what it says for some reason, and I don't know why. It comes off as that, but it really is just the crashing of the game, in my opinion. And I've actually just cut to the part where my game crashes. So essentially what happens is I'm able to pick my card this round. As you can see, I don't know, what do I choose, like a fortify or something, and then boom, the screen will go black here, but what has happened is my game has crashed. Therefore Fraps has stopped recording because there is no Wiz to record, and that's why it's black. You can't actually see the crash happening, and you know, the losing connection bar coming up. But anyways, I re-log back in, trying to enter the game, and when I do come back, it's like the idle, the usual thing where you've been away for a couple rounds, is your game's idle. And you know, I'm still in the arena again, which is another thing where I think this is a crashing glitch. It is crashing, it is not connection based. I just want to emphasize that as much as possible, because people may see it when it happens to them as just a connection lost, but I don't think it is that at all. So I've cut the video again just to show you guys that the second crash does happen here. So you can see my health's gone down and everything, and boom, screen goes black again. And when I come back, unfortunately, the PvP is over. So I can see this being really annoying for people if this happens to them in an actual match. Luckily, this match was just really for fun between me and my mate Jordan, but I think it was a perfect example to use in the background gameplay of this video. So like I said, I will leave a link to Jordan's video about the crashing glitch and his channel in the description. Be sure to check him out, and you know, let him know that you came over from my channel. And yeah, that's been the vid for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if this happened to you by leaving a comment. Take care, peace out.